we could just keep making you drink my blood.
ちょっとした思いつきだったんだけど、やっぱダメか。
I mean, you weren't thinking about it that hard, were you?
否定はしない。というか、する気もないんだけどさ。お兄とイチャイチャするの好きだもん。それに、お兄だって嫌じゃなかったくせに。
Well, I can't deny that either. I'm happy to be able to be intimate with the woman I love. And we get to feel good together as well.
お兄のエッチ。
I don't want to hear that from the bright mind who came up with the replenishing manna with cum. Hey, listen. I also thought it was a good idea. Speaking of which, do you want to drink it from my neck?
そうだね。ちょっと待って、これ。
Amane, what's wrong?
なんか、体が。戻ったね。
Well, it looks like it just needed to take a while longer.
これってつまり、お兄の精液にはマナが含まれていて、私はそれを吸収できたってことだよね。
You know, maybe it's because she didn't drink it. she took it in a different mouth. Never mind. I guess so.
まさか本当に戻るとは。私もびっくり。
Are you sure you aren't actually a succubus in your previous life?
サキュバスやだ。なんかエッチいやつじゃん。吸血鬼の方がいい。
But you're really damn naughty. Yeah, and also, you say you would prefer being succubus, but the succubus, aka Slay, is wearing a lot more modest clothing than the vampire. So,
だとしても、そこはエッチな吸血鬼でいたいの。どうかした？ああ、のあちゃん、おかえり。ただいま。
how did it go? Did you feel anything strange?
いや、特にはないよ。
I see. Not that I'm hoping anything was wrong, but still. What is a strange sense of foreboding that I feel right now? Maybe it's because Amane transmigrated out of nowhere.
どうかしたお兄。
It's nothing. Don't worry. I may be overthinking all of this. And it's definitely better if things just stay the way they are. Yeah, they didn't get caught by Noah like I thought they would. Which is unfortunate. For me, but...
天使創造リブート。
You know, they will get caught eventually. It's a missed opportunity if they don't, you know? Oh, it's morning. Time to get up. Classes start for real today, huh? And I want to go check on Amane. She transmigrated yesterday, and we're not really sure why. Regardless of whether this is an emergency or not, I should let her drink my blood every day. Yeah, or do something else every day. We need to go to school daily from now on, so we can't have her transmigrating out of nowhere like that. Well, personally, I wouldn't mind having to deal with it from time to time. Amane does tend to get frisky when it happens. And once she gets me in the mood, once she gets me in the mood, we tend to go at it like rabbits. Yeah. Good thing I don't see that. If one of us doesn't put on the brakes, I feel like the future's gonna be really scary. Enough nonsense from me. It's important that she doesn't transmigrate again in the first place. I'll just get out of my room and go check on her. Amane? Nah, she's probably not up yet. I called before entering, so I'm coming in. I called before entering, so I'm coming in. Well, she's normal Amane, at least. I enter the room and find her sleeping unsurprisingly. She's still in her pajamas. Doesn't look like I need to worry, at least. Amane, rise and shine. Good morning.
何？どうかした？
I just came to check on you. How do you feel?
特に気になるようなことはないかな。
That's good. Go ahead and drink my blood go ahead and drink my blood. It'd be bad if you turned into a vampire during class.
ありがとう。
I mean, like...
いただきます。
It's not the first time she would turn into a vampire during class.
ふむ。昨日も前世返りをしたって話だったけど、問題はなさそうだね。多分。調子の方は特に問題ないと思うんだけど。
So you're saying you're becoming one with Viz?
昨日はそれでも急に前世返りしたしな。
I wish we could just have you rest today to see what happens. We don't know why this even happened, so it's hard to say how to solve it.
問題はそこだよね。とはいえどうしようもないし。学院には僕もいるんだ。何かあればいつでも頼ってくれていい。ありがとう、のあちゃん。だが、クラスも学年も違う。となれば、あまねとしても不安があるだろう。あるけど、それに関してはどうしようもないでしょ。それはそうなんだが。そうだ。お守りとしてこれを渡しておこう。
Really? You had this the whole time? Oh, right, it's her feather. Noah says, extending her hand out to Amane. In it, she's holding the white feather.
これって、ノアちゃんの羽？以前に言ったことがあるよね。僕の翼は天使の力の表れだと。つまりこの羽も天使の力の一部だ。これを持っていれば、すべての最悪から身を守ってくれる。というわけではないんだけど、少なくともつながりにはなる。あまねの身に何かあれば、僕にも伝わるというわけだ。なるほど。そういうことならありがたくもらっておくね。ありがとう、ノアちゃん。あ、サイちゃん。おはよう、あまねちゃん。おはよう、サイちゃん。調子どう？昨日はあれからどうだった？昨日は、もしかして何かあった？違うってば、特に変わったことはなかったよ。気持ちよく過ごせたからさ、今日も絶好調。そう？だったらいいんだけど。ありがとう、サイちゃん。っていうか、心配かけちゃってごめんね。でも本当に大丈夫。あまねちゃん？
Amane, are you okay?
平気平気。多分暑さのせいだから。教室で涼しい風でも浴びながら休めば平気。行こう、サイちゃん。じゃあお兄、私行くね。
Yeah. You call me if anything happens.
わーってる。
失礼します、先輩。
See you. Make sure to keep an eye on her.
はい。
彼女、
Noah?
マナが増してる。
Oh, I see. Huh?
昨日の時点ですでに、こちらの世界の人間の中でも、彼女が宿すマナの量は大きかった。だが、今日の彼女は、昨日よりも。
You think that's suspicious?
もちろん、調子によって上下することはある。だが、彼女のそれは、その範疇を超えている。
You mean they might be trying to use her again?
その可能性がありそうだね。幸いなことに、昨日かぐやたちが彼女の様子を探っていたはずだ。まずはその報告を聞こう。
Okay. But we don't find any signs of Kaguya or Orie in the classroom. It seems that they're not early today.
谷風くん、おはようっす。
Hey. You seen Kaguya and Orie today? Or Orie today?
見てないけど。
登校するなりどうした？
何か用事？
Yeah, sort of.
ごめんごめん。すぐにどくね。
Oh, you're fine. I'm worried about Mikuni. I don't think I can sit down and relax. I leave my bag on the chair and exit the classroom.
かぐやたちの姿は見える？
Not yet. There's a good chance there's a good chance they're here at the school already, though.
特別な連絡もなく、登校もいつも通りだとすると、異常はなかったということなんだろうか。
That's a possibility, yeah.
ねえ、二人とも、どうかしたの？なんか様子が変だけど、問題でも起きてるの？
Yeah, I guess you deserve to know too. We've had to talk about this sooner. We'd have to talk about this sooner or later.
何？どういうこと？
あら、どうかしたの？集まって。
どうかされたんですか？まさか、何か問題でも？
That's what I wanted to ask you, actually.
その様子だと、特におかしなことはなかったようだね。
そう。あの子のマナが、そんな変化を。
でも、あたしやあまねちゃんみたいに、魔王の関係者ってわけじゃないんだよね。
You looked into her yesterday. How did it go? How did that go?
昨日だけではありますが、彼女の周囲に変わった様子はありませんでした。やはりそうか。
やはり？
連絡をしてくる様子もなかったから、昨日の調査では怪しいところはなかったのかと。
ああ、そういうこと。
彼女自身、日本で生まれ、日本で育った普通の人間です。谷風さんのマナに反応していないことから考えても、魔王の関係者ではないでしょう。
それから、異世界の干渉もなかったわ。再び彼女が操られようとしている。あのマナは、その予兆。だから連絡もせずに、今日もゆっくり投稿してきたのだけれど。
バックログ画面だ。
再び彼女が操られようとしている。あのマナは、その予兆である。ということはないわ。
Is it because of her link to Amane?
マナの増大ですか。
Like, I, I don't think it... My theory doesn't really work if it's like Mikuni is draining Amane of mana. Because, like, she's increasing mana after they leave, right? Not that she doesn't increase mana. Wait. No. Because Noah didn't point out that Mikuni had an increase of mana until after Noah got that headache or whatever, right? So, maybe? I don't know, maybe I'm grasping at straws.
僕が見る限りでは、自然に上下する範疇ではなかったと思うんだ。
つまり、かぐやちゃんとオリエちゃんが調査を終えてから登校するまでの間に何かあったってこと？
Was it between before she came to school this morning?
そうね。そう考えるしかないかしら。
ですが姫様、そのような怪しい気配もなかったと思いますが。
Because if that's the case, then my theory of Mikuni draining Amane's mana doesn't really work.
そうなんだけど、ここで考えていても仕方ないわね。まず、彼女の姿を見て確認してみましょう。
That'd be good, yeah. And just as we all resolve to go to their classroom, a powerful vibration makes the building shake.
地震！いえ、違います。これは魔法の気配。
What?
しかもこれは
一体何が？まずは確認を。
そうね、急ぎましょう。
Following the source of the magic, we end up in front of Amane's classroom. No, it can't be. Suddenly, I'm overcome with a huge sense of foreboding. Feeling my hunch is right, I rush into the classroom. Amane! There's a fucking hole in space. The whole classroom is a mess of confusion and screams. I knew right away that whatever is happening couldn't be good. A huge darkness looms over the classroom. A rift appeared in the middle of it, as if the very fabric of space and time was being torn. Oh, I was right. The inky darkness seems like it could swallow anything that comes into contact with it. Most of the students are naturally trying to get away from whatever it is. Amane! I run towards her as fast as I can. Or at least I try, but I'm too late.
何これ？助けて！
The rift widens, swallowing Amane up entirely into it. Fuck. Language. Alright, not in the class, not in school. My hand slaps at the air, missing her entirely.
ダメよ！リクまで飲み込まれるわ！
Amane! The ground seems to crumble under my feet, and I can't tell up from down anymore. What happened? What's happening to me? I was in my classroom just now. But then Sai started feeling bad, and a strange dark something appeared in the classroom. I was so shocked I didn't know what was happening, and Oni came and then...
もしかして私、あの暗闇に飲み込まれた？
So like, where's Mikuni? What was that? What even happened to me? What's going on here? I can't see anything. Save me, Oni-chan. And, almost as if in response to my plea, a ray of light cuts through the darkness. The light grows and fills my view as I float in the void. And as the darkness melts away around me, I find myself in a strange, unfamiliar town.
どこ？ここ。
But after a moment, something clicks in my head. Yeah. She didn't realize where she was for a few seconds because she's only seen this place in black and white. Or sepia filter. This place looks kind of familiar. The buildings don't look like anywhere in Japan. What's that huge building on the horizon? It looks sort of like a castle. And next to it, there's some really tall weird grass. Weird trees.
Huh?
I've seen the city in my dreams. Well, Viz's memories more accurately. Which means this has to be...
異世界
Amane, get off me! Amane's in there!
ダメよリク。これはゲートよ。中に入れば他の世界に行ってしまうわ。
ゲートって、これも谷風くんを狙った魔法ってこと？違う。この魔法の発動はこちら側だ。この教室で魔法が行使されたんだ。
What? But who did that? But who did it? No. I don't care. I need to go get Amane out of there.
いけません。このゲートがどこに繋がっているのかわかりません。
That's even more reason to go get her.
わかってるわ。ただ助けるためにも落ち着いて行動する必要があるの。むやみに飛び込んでもアマネを救えるわけじゃないわ。
Well, yeah, but at least they'd be together. I know, but Amane's still there. So this is the same magic to cross between worlds they were talking about.
ここが異世界。本物の異世界に来れた？
Why? How? I try to calm down and think. Did I get caught up in magic? Meant to get him?
お兄、大丈夫かな？いや、お兄も心配だけど、私も。
What am I even doing here? What do I do now? If I stay put in Kaguya and Orie's world, will they come to save me later? But they said it's not that easy to come and go between worlds. Maybe they won't be able to come get me for a long while. Or maybe they don't even know that I came to this world in the first place.
これ、結構やばい状況なのでは？
I feel a cold shiver run down my spine. The growing sense of anxiety makes my heart pound in my chest. My eyes dart around, looking for any way to fix this situation. I look around in a hurry.
なんだこの子。一体どこから？
いきなり現れたぞ。今のは転移の魔法か？
何なの一体。こんな場所でそんな魔法を使うだなんて。
だが、そんな大規模な魔法を人族の子が。
No, she's not a child. She's 18, alright?
いや、人族にしてはマナの気配が変じゃないか？
この気配って吸血鬼じゃないのこの子。
No, she's human until she transmigrates.
吸血鬼だと？
まさかお腹を空かせて血を吸いに来たんじゃないでしょうね。
だとしたら問題だ。衛兵を呼んだ方がいいんじゃないか？
Guards, they're going to jail me? What's going on? What's going to happen to me if that happens? I know nothing about this place. I need to escape. But when I came to it, it was too late. I'm completely surrounded by strangers.
待て、落ち着け。被害者がいるわけじゃないのに衛兵を呼ぶのは。
そんなのわからないじゃない。そもそもこんな街中であんな大規模な魔法を使った時点で衛兵を呼ばれても文句言えないわ。
そりゃそうだ。
むしろ誰かから勝手に吸血したからこそ転移の魔法まで使って逃げ出したんじゃないのか？
それは。
とにかく衛兵は呼ぶべきだ。連中に調べさせればいい。
Listen, I don't see a point in having Villager Ear here when she's not speaking. They scorn me with their cold gazes. This isn't the first time I've felt people looking this way at me.
あまねちゃん、お兄ちゃんが好きだなんて変なの？
Why are we linking it back to this? Come on.
好きってそういうのじゃないんだよ。あまねちゃんって子供だね。お兄ちゃんが好きなんて私の妹でも言わないよ。
It was the same back then. They didn't glare at me like they're doing now, but it felt the same. I could feel the disdain and scorn in their eyes, like they were looking at something abnormal.
来ないで。
And then one of them reached out to grab my arm.
やだ。来ないで。こっち来ないで。やだ。
Thank God both worlds speak Japanese.
助けて。お兄。
Suddenly, I can't see in front of me. A huge figure blocks my view. I start shivering with fear. But they aren't one of them. The figure blocking my view, I could feel a familiar gentle warmth in their back. What do you think you're doing to my Amane?
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
むやみに飛び込んでもアマネを救えるわけじゃないわ。
I know, but Mane's still there. Sorry, I need to go with her. I don't care where that gate leads or what happens on the other side. I need to go save her. I don't have time to wait for Kaguya to respond. I can see the gate getting smaller with every passing moment.
リク！
And so I shake her off and jump straight into the darkness.
待つんだリク。僕も
Noah's voice cuts off behind me. When I turn my head around, I find everything's been engulfed by darkness. It looks like I made it in the last moment. The gate must have closed just before she could jump in. I can't imagine Noah and Karge are very happy with me right about now. But it's too late. I went and ignored their advice. They have the right to be upset. As long as I get back, that is. But now there's something more important to take care of. I turn my attention ahead of me again. I could see a light gleam in front of me. And just as I come out of the darkness, I found my sister trembling with tears in her eyes right before my eyes.
バックログ画面だ。
Tears in her eyes right before my eyes. Okay. And then I move on pure instinct. What do you think you're doing to my Amane?
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
なんだお前、こいつの知り合いか？
どうせ吸血鬼の仲間でしょ。その子も転移の魔法で逃げてきたみたいだし。
A vampire?
その子は吸血鬼ではなさそうだが。
仲間には違いないだろう。一緒に衛兵に調べさせればいい。
Once again, Village E contributing absolutely nothing. I had taken my surroundings while taking stock of the people surrounding us and keeping Amane behind me. Huh? This place feels kind of familiar. Wait, is this?
多分異世界だよ。かぐやさんたちの元の世界。
Yeah, I agree. So there's a chance we could get help. But they said that they didn't even know where the gate would lead. It might not be so easy to pinpoint us. I guess the only silver lining in the situation is that the air over here isn't burning our lungs.
おい、衛兵はまだなのか？
早く来なさいよね。まったくもう。
It doesn't look like we can just sit and wait here. And it doesn't seem like we'll be able to just talk our way out of this. I don't think we can try to reason with these people.
お兄。
Get ready to run at my signal. A signal.
あれ、
何よ。
こいつのマナー変じゃないか？やっぱりただの人族じゃないだろこいつ。
そういえば。何かしらこのマナー。
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
まさかこのマナは。
何よ。あなた何か知ってるの？
魔王だ。魔王アリオン。
No, I'm just a regular human. Damn, they sniffed it out right away. Well, it took them a bit. There's no way I can hide it from these people. They probably spend their whole lives judging the manner in people.
は魔王ってそんなバカなこと。
Yeah, listen to Villager C, Villager D. I already forgot his name.
確か噂があったぞ。魔王が生まれ変わったって。
Those are fake rumors. In that case, I might as well lean into it. You're starting to get on my nerves, commoners. A change of tone makes the temperature drop around us. So what if I'm Diablo? I'm tired of your constant prattling. Why, I've half a mind to level this whole town to the ground. The people around us scatter in all directions like rats in a sinking ship. This is our only chance before the guards get here. Let's run, Amane. I grab her by the hand and break into a run.
でも鬼、逃げるってどこに？
I don't know. Diablo probably had a fucking castle somewhere around here. In the world, not in this town. I don't know. But we can't stay here either.
そうだけど、あてもなく走っても。
And then it happened. Suddenly I feel something hit my side. Huh? And the two of us are dragged into the darkness of an alley.
しまった。間に合わなかったか。どうしよう。谷風くんとあまねちゃん、どうなったの？
ゲートが開かれたということは、少なくともどこかの世界につながったはず。
So like, anyone gonna ask about Mikuni?
世界と世界の狭間に放り出されたというわけではないはずだけど。姫様、ゲートが開かれたところに誰か倒れています。
Oh, there she is. She's still alive, I guess.
この子、三国沙莉。
ゲートが開かれた場所に寝ていたということは、この子が。
まさか、ただの人間にそんなことできるわけがないわ。
だが、状況から考えれば無関係ではないはずだ。
一体何の騒ぎですか？あなたたち、チャイムはもう鳴りましたよ。教室に戻りなさい。
やばい、先生来ちゃった。
姫様、ひとまず私は事態の隠蔽を図ります。そうね。これ以上騒ぎが大きくならないようにお願い。承知いたしました。ノアちゃん、どうかした？
彼女のマナが減っている。今朝と比べてどころじゃない。昨日の状態と比べても。
まさか本当にこの子が？でもそうか、この子は一度魔法をかけられている。しかもあっちから。なら私たちの世界とのつながりの痕跡が残っているのかも。痕跡って海の時に言ってた？消してなかったの？以前は大気に残った痕跡だから簡単に消せたのよ。もちろん彼女にもそれなりの対処はしたわ。でも他人のマナに深く干渉するのは危険な行為よ。海の時みたいにはいかないわ。もし本当に私たちの世界に行ったのならまずいわ。
なぜ？どこだかわからない異世界に行くよりもずっと救助はしやすいはずだ。
陸が魔王のマナを宿していることはすぐに気づかれる。そうなったら私は迂闊に手を出せない。
それってどういう？
もしかしてかぐやちゃんがお姫様だから？ええ。魔王は恐怖の対象として恐れられているんだったね。そんな魔王の生まれ変わりをお姫様が助けたら問題になっちゃう？しかも問題は国内にとどまらない。 外交問題にまで発展する可能性が高い。私のマナを使えばどうしても痕跡が残ってしまう。なんとか他の方法を考えないと。
ちゃんは天使の力でブワーッと。天使の力は強力だが天から貸し与えられたものだ。それゆえ好き勝手に使えるわけではない。こちらの世界ではない異世界へのゲートを開くとなると果たして認められるかどうか。
I mean, don't you have God on speed dial? You could just ask.
僕としても歯がゆい思いではあるのだが誠に申し訳ない。ノアちゃんが謝らなくてもいいんだけど、いや、それよりもこのままってわけには。そうだね、嘆いていても仕方がない。なんとかしないと。
もしゲートのつながった先が本当にネーベ大陸なら、私の姿を見られるわけにはいかない。
それってオリエちゃんでも同じ？
残念ながら私よりの主だった配下を動かせば間違いなく気づかれる。その場合足をすくわれかねないわ。そうなると動かせそうなものは
足をすくわれる？
私にも事情があるのよ。とはいえ今は説明している暇はないわ。
Yeah, you don't. They're kind of being chased by people.
とにかく状況から考えて君たちの世界に渡った可能性が一番高いはずだ。
そうね、ひとまず連絡だけでも取っておかないと。
僕は彼女三國さんのマナについて調べてみよう。新たなことが。
ええ、
Oops.
よろしく。
God damn
バ
it.
ックログ画面だ。僕は彼女三國さんのマナについて調べてみよう。新たなことがわかるかもしれない。
Well, what's happened to them? Who the fuck?
ここなら多分大丈夫です。
Villager E's finally doing something. It has a sprite? Excuse me?
こっちの方には来ないと思うから。
It's a small girl. I see no horns or long ears to indicate she's anything more than a human. Well, you can't really see her ears because they're behind her hair. So, is she a human? At the very least, she helped us escape the city. And now we're hiding deep in the mountains.
どうかしましたか？
Yeah, who are you? No, it's nothing.
助けてくれてありがとう。
Really, thank you.
よかったです。多分逮捕とかされちゃったら大変だったから、このまま逃げた方がいいと思います。
Sound advice. If we had anywhere to go to. We're in a pickle, that's for sure. But still, we can't keep relying on the generosity of a girl we don't know. I'm more than grateful enough that she helped us get out of that situation. Well, all of the adults panicked and ran. This girl was the only one who lent us a helping hand. And she was there. She knows Amani's a vampire and I'm Diablo, and she chose to help despite that. I know little about this world, but I can tell that must have taken guts. And considering how everyone else reacted, it'd be best not to get her involved in this anymore. I'd feel bad if she got taken away by the guards because of us. She's far younger than the two of us, and I can't live with returning her kindness with punishment. You, we haven't introduced ourselves yet, have we? I'm Tanikaze Riku.
私は谷風あまね。はい、私はシュティです。
Shooty. You're a human, right? Well, thank you for helping us.
私、魔法も苦手で、こんなことくらいしかできませんけど。全然、おかげで命を救われたんだから。本当にありがとうね。はい。
ん？
あなたは本当に魔王なんですか？
I mean, technically... Should I be honest? Maybe lying would make things easier. I hesitate for a moment, and then... well, it seems like I was. I really don't have any memories of being Diablo myself. Well, that's a lie, but sure.
そっか、魔王。
I realize that might be really scary for you.
魔王は恐ろしいって教わるし、みんなそう言ってる。でも、さっきのはかっこよかった。
Before?
町の人からその人を助けてた時。
Oh, that's when I jumped in between them and to protect Amane without thinking.
魔王じゃなくて、むしろ英雄みたいだった。
Well, no, that's the thing though. Diablo was a hero. No one else it's just that no one else except Slay, Viz, and Diablo know. I don't think I'm a hero or anything, honestly. So that's why you helped us? Because Diablo didn't seem that scary?
それもあるけど、私にもいるの。吸血鬼の友達。一人だけだけど、とっても可愛くて、優しくて。だから、あなたは他の人を襲ったりしたんですか？襲ってない。嘘じゃないよ。まあ、同意の上で血を飲ませてもらったことならあるけど。私も友達に血を飲ませたことある。でもね、嫌がってたら絶対にしないの。辛くても我慢してる。とっても優しいの。だけど、やっぱり吸血鬼だから嫌われることもあって。
Is he also skimpily dressed, or is that exclusive to Viz?
それってなんだか嫌で。そっ
Oh
か。
shit. God fucking...
バックログ画面だ。それってなんだか嫌で。友達だから。シュティが優しい子で、吸血鬼にも魔王にも優しくしてくれる子で、本当によかった。ありがとう。うん。他にしてほしいことはある？必要なら吸血してくれても。
No, that's Riku's job, and you are not allowed to give any blood to... You are not allowed to give any blood to his girlfriend.
その気持ちだけで十分。
You've done more than enough for us. Thank you.
本当にありがとうね。その友達の吸血鬼にもありがとうって伝えておいてくれるかな。あなたが優しいおかげで素敵な友達のシティが私たちを助けてくれたから。でも一応これあげる。ありがとう。それじゃあさよなら。
Goodbye.
さようなら。
The two of us watch her go. She's a really brave kid. I thank her from the bottom of my heart and pray for her safety. So, what did she give you?
わかんない。なんだろう。飴か、サプリとか？この世界にもサプリとかあるのかな？
She holds a small red ball between her fingers. It doesn't look like anything in particular. It's about the size of a pill, but the vibrant scarlet color of it is somewhat unnerving.
あれ？これってもしかして。
You know what it is?
多分？本当に優しい子だな。ま、それはさておき。これからどうしよう。どうすればいいかな、お兄。
Is it like a blood pill? I can't come up with anything except calling out for help. Maybe we could do something with Diablo's power, but it might be difficult to control given how strong it is.
ごめんね、お兄。
You didn't do anything wrong.
多分これ、私のせいだと思う。
What do you mean?
なんでこんなことになったのか、ずっと考えてた。って思ったんだけど、多分これって私のせいだと思う。私が、異世界に行けたらもっとお兄と自由になれるかも、とか思ったから。
So you used magic to open a gate?
意図したわけじゃないよ。私魔法なんて使えないし。でも、多分、心のどっかでずっと考えてたんだと思う。ここが異世界だって気づいた時にさ、頭の中に浮かべちゃったんだよね。ここでならって。
I see.
ここのところ、お兄の血を吸って魔王のマナを補充してたでしょ？そのマナを私が使っちゃったのかもって。
Well, we've also been having sex, which gives her my mana. But you said it yourself. You can't use magic to begin with.
お兄は見てなかっただろうけど、ゲート？あれ、サイちゃんから発生したんだよね。
Really?
サイちゃん、前に操られたことがあったでしょ？それに、かぐやさんが海でゲートの痕跡を燃やしてた。だからさ、サイちゃんにも何かしらの異世界の痕跡ってやつが残ってたんじゃないかなって。私自身は魔法を使えないけど、そこら辺の偶然がいろいろ重なって。
So you think you might have something to do with the gate opening? Would that mean Mikuni reacted to Amane's wish in this situation? No, it's not like the two of them were talking about it. Even if she had been thinking about it unconsciously, there must be something else to it. Ah.
周囲のマナの濃度がわずかに高まっている。
Does that mean Kaguya was right Kaguya was right, and Amane was releasing mana unconsciously? But instead of releasing it around the house, she was releasing it at school next to Mikuni. So I was technically right? If this is really how it went, I was technically right in thinking that Mikuni was draining Amane of mana, but instead of Mikuni taking mana from Amane, it's Amane giving it to Mikuni. Unconsciously. Interesting. And she was absorbing the mana from Amane. Speaking of which, it did seem like she was starting to feel bad as soon as we got to school. Okay, so I was right. Is it possible she was taking more than just the excess mana that Amane was giving off? No. Thinking of what caused this won't help us get out of here. Yeah, but like, it's good for me. I'm me as the player. I want to know this. But there's one thing I want to ask her before moving on.
怒んないの？
Well, not really. I'm just wondering, do you not want to go back to our world?
そんなことないよ。本気で考えたわけじゃない。でも、なんか夢を見ちゃったんだよね。
Yeah, besides, they haven't gotten caught yet, so there's no point in her wanting to stay here. They need to get caught first. It wouldn't be fun. It wouldn't be funny if they if they don't get caught by at least someone. You know, getting caught by Yuzuki would be the worst case scenario, but like, if it was Amane or even like Kaguya, right? That would be fun. I
誰
think.
も私たちを知らない場所なら、誰の目を気にすることもないし、受け入れてもらえるんじゃないか、とか。さっき言った通り、本気じゃないよ。こんなことになっちゃって。ごめんね、オギ。本当にごめんなさい。
It's okay. I know you didn't mean for this to happen.
でも、シュティと出会えたことは良かったかも。
She's a really brave kid. There's probably not a lot of those in either of our worlds.
お兄や私よりもずっと小さいのにね。
Well, that's because the artists don't want to draw another child character outside of flashbacks.
あんなのを見せられたら、なんかさ、自分が恥ずかしくなっちゃった。だから戻らなきゃね。私も勇気を出さなきゃ。このままだと、ずっと後悔しそうな気がするし。
I promise I'll make you happy. Even if things look dire, I'll find a way to make it work. So keep elopement as a last resort. And you can relax. You'll always have at least one safe place to be.
どうせ俺の隣だとか言うつもりでしょ？
Yeah, obviously.
図星なんだ。お兄ってば単純すぎ。
No, he was gonna say
バックログ
he
画
was
面だ。
gonna say left by his side. Never mind.
ま、そんな見え見えの単純な慰めでも嬉しいんだけどね。
I'm relieved to see her usual bright smile. But we need to get back home. This is on a whole different scale than going to the park to get here. But I need to find a way.
そういえば。
ん？
お兄、さっき言ってくれたね。俺のアマネって。
Huh? I guess I did. What do you think you're doing to my Amane? Yeah, and me, I had to say it 3 fucking times because, of course, I had to say it 3 times. He flashbacks to it. He was present for it, and then he had to say it again after another flashback.
あのね、お兄。こんな状況だけど私、すっごく嬉しかった。
No, the first one was from Amane's point of view, and then the second time was after the flashback from his point of view, and the third time is this flashback. Yeah, I say, pulling her into a hug, but then I feel that something's off. Something strange is going on. Reflexively, I push her away instead of hugging her. Surprised, Amane falls to the floor. And then something pierces my arm. Well, shit. It's a sharp but familiar pain. And the glint of a familiar syringe flashes on the edge of my vision. Before I can even react, my mana is being absorbed. The strength drains from me, and my view becomes blurry. Damn it. I use up all my remaining strength to swing my arm, hoping to get the attacker.
おっと、
I hear a familiar voice behind me.
久しぶりだな。
How is he here? You. Why are you here? You should be in jail.
助けられたんだよ。
おかげで大変だったぜ。あの方は激怒して、もう一度魔王を狙ってこいなんて無茶を言う。どうしたもんかと思っていたが、まさかそっちから来てくれるとはな。
The person holding the syringe is without a doubt the same one who attacked me back in our world.
おい、ただの人族じゃねえか。魔族ですらない。本当にこいつでいいのか？
本当にこのガキが魔王の生まれ変わりだってのか？
間違いない。事実ジュグが吸い上げたものはとんでもない量だ。
どうにも信じられんね、俺には。
いいんだって。本物だろうが偽物だろうが、こいつから魔王の気配のするマナを回収すれば必ず報奨金を出すとあの方は約束してくださった。
むしろ楽な任務でいいじゃないか。他の連中に横槍を入れられることもないんだからな。
そりゃそうだ。
お兄。
In the blink of an eye, we're surrounded by 4 men.
前回の失敗を生かして密かに動いた甲斐があったってもんだ。こんなにも楽な仕事で終わるとはな。
Right. There's magic in this world. I've seen Kaguya use magic that couldn't be perceived by those around her. I should have known this could happen.
で、どこまでやるんだ？
最低でもマナの回収、肉体も城まで運べばさらに弾んでくださるそうだ。
マジかよ。美味しい仕事だな、こりゃ。さすが太っ腹だね。
I don't know who's paying them to do this. Do all this. But it's probably the same person behind all the attempts on my life so far. This doesn't look good. I might have been able to get them to back off if I could use Diablo's power, but my man has been taken.
隣の女は？
放っておけ。命令にない。余計なことをしてたらあの方の怒りを買うかもしれない。
おいおい、報奨金を下げられたんじゃたまらんぞ。
確か町では吸血鬼って騒ぎだったな。
吸血鬼といや、魔族の中でも強力な。
問題ない。そっちも生まれ変わりだ。マナがあっても魔法は何も使えやしない。
そうか。なら。
そこをどけ、吸血鬼。今なら見逃してやる。
用事があるのはそっちの男だけだ。
Run away, Amane.
だってさ、おとなしく従った方が身のためだ。命を無駄にすることはないだろう。言っとくが、俺たちも仕事なんだ。余計な手間を増やさないでほしいもんだ。
そんなことできるわけないでしょ。
I can't move, so Amane stands in front of me and faces the men. Stop it. If something happens to you, I...
お兄が言ったんじゃん。お兄の隣が私の居場所だって。それをこんなところで諦めるなんてできるわけない。
But... we can't use magic at all. The only reason we've been able to use it before was thanks to Aurie's help. I mean, I can't possibly fight back.
なんだよ。逃げないのか？
Don't worry, if they continue stalling, Kaguya and Aurie might help them. I don't know, what was Kaguya's plan back in their world, back in Earth?
逃げない。逃げたりしない。
おい、どうするんだ？
Yeah, Amane needs to power up and then she'll be able to use magic, right?
ぐずぐずしてたら他の連中が集まってくるぞ。
わかってる。こうなったらまあ仕方ない。忠告はしたはずだぜ、お嬢さん。
Amane...
やだ。逃げるならお兄も一緒じゃないとやだ。だから私が今度は私がお兄を守る。これ以上お兄にひどいことしたら許さないから。
おい。
心配するな。さっきも言っただろ。こいつは吸血鬼の生まれ変わりだ。子供でも使えるような魔法ですら扱うことはできない。残念だったな。俺が向こうに行ったことがなければ騙せたんだろうが。なんせ向こう側には魔法が存在しないんだから。前回のにしたって あれは魔法じゃない。ただのマナの塊だ。不意打ちでもなけりゃ、あんなものを食らうと思うなよ。
本当に大丈夫なんだろうな。
大丈夫だ。実際魔法の気配なんてしてないだろ。
それはそうだが。
早くしないと他の連中に体を横取りされても俺は知らんぜ。
わかったよ、くそ。おい、最後の通告だ。そこをどけ。さもなけりゃ。
それは私のセリフ。こっちこそ最後の通告だから。お兄のマナを置いてどっか行って。これ以上ひどいことしようとするなら容赦しないから。
それなら仕方ないな。
Amane,
親切で言ったんだ。恨むなら自分を恨めよ。
勇気を貸して、シティ。
she says, popping something into her mouth. Is that the little pill thing Shooty gave her a while ago? She bites into it with no hesitation. Immediately, a blinding light pours out of her, and then a bright light engulfs the palm of her hand. At the next moment, the men surrounding us are all sent flying off. Amane,
詳しいことは後で。今は余裕ないから。それよりなんか煽る方法ない？
taunt.
うまくいけば相手の動きが単純になるから。
Okay, listen well.
バカな。なんでお前が魔法を使える？しかもこんな強力な魔法を。ただの人族にこんな魔法を制御できるわけが。
焦っちゃってダッサー。どうしたの？魔法のない世界の人間に負けるなんて情けない話だって笑われちゃうよ。
なんだと？
大冗談に構えてたさっきまでの余裕はどこに行ったの？侮りすぎでしょ。ザーコザーコ。
Now, hang on, you're only allowed to call Riku a loser, okay?
この吸血鬼が。
Clearly enraged by Amane's taunting, the man lunges at her directly, which is exactly what she wanted. She calmly repels him with magic.
おい、何する？手を貸せ！
話が違う。魔法普通に使ってるじゃねえか。
こんな強力な魔法俺たちだけで抑えきれるかよ。冗談じゃない。
逃げるな！相手はガキ一人なんだぞ！
冗談じゃねえ。逃げるに決まってるだろ。
マナさえあれば報酬はもらえるんだろ。これ以上命をかける理由はねえ。
くそ！
逃がすわけないでしょうが。
Light shoots out from her hand, piercing the four men like a volley of arrows. The men fall to the ground, judging from the fact that they're not moving. They must be unconscious at the very least. Yeah, but like, can't we just, kill them? I don't see a problem there. But I see no blood. Blood pooled under them, thankfully. What do you mean? They tried to kill you. Well, almost would've. Will. There's probably no visible wounds on their bodies. Whoa. Did you kill them? Wait, was it actually magic? I know Amane can't do that, at the very least.
そんなわけないでしょ。そんな残忍な性格だと思ってたの？一時的に動けなくしただけ。バックログ画面だ。
Ironic for a vampire to say that she isn't bloodthirsty. Listen, buddy, you've been drinking Riku's blood every day now for like the past few weeks, so don't say that shit like you are. So, are you Viz?
そう。魔王アリオンの片腕っていうのは伊達じゃないんだよ。こう見えてもね。危ういところだったね。
Yeah, I'm glad you're here.
さてと。 まずはあの連中をしっかり拘束しておかないと。
I was thinking that their solution was that Amane was going to switch to Viz, but I just didn't know how. Apparently the pill was able to give her that push. She says rounding up the men and binding them in place with magic. She also collects the syringe containing the mana they stole from me.
これでよしと。
Where's Amane? Is she okay?
前と同じだよ。代わってもらっただけ。状況も状況だったから。
You can just switch places whenever?
今回は特別。この世界の空気に触れて、一時的にマナが活性化したこと。あと、この世界の人の血を飲んだことが理由かな。なんかね、すっごく優しい味がした。
Oh, Riku's gonna get jealous. You're not allowed to drink blood from another human. That's cheating. You drank blood? You mean the thing she put in her mouth? The red thing that looked like a pill?
あれはね、血を魔法で固めたもの。吸血鬼にとっての形態色とか非常食みたいなもの。
I mean, I at least called that one out. I knew that was blood. I see. It looks like we owe that girl a lot.
しかし、こんな形で帰郷することになるとは思ってもなかったよ。変わらないな、この景色。あの時のまま。
Viz looks at the city on the horizon with a look of sadness in her face. In her face? On her face. But there's also a faint smile on her lips. It seems like she has mixed emotions about being here again.
で、懐かしがってるわけにもいかないか。ここにいたら新たな資格に襲われるかもしれないし。
I know, but I can't move very well after they took my mana. Can you give it back to me?
あ、ごめん。それはできない。このマナは、アマネとお兄ちゃんを日本に返すために使わせてもらうから。
Yeah, that'd be really helpful. What? You can do that? Kage said Kage said it's really difficult to make a connection between worlds.
目印となる目標や誘導なしに、特定の世界とつながるのはとても難しい。あくまで目印がなければね。
So what's the mark they're using?
アマネは羽を持っているでしょ。
Oh, right. Hmm? Of course. Chekhov's gun, you know. Noah's feather.
天使の彼女とのつながりをたどれば、あちらに戻ることができる。
I see. So we can really get back? We can really get back?
安心してくれていいよ。君たちは元の世界に戻れる。元の世界で元の暮らしに戻ることができるから。
Our normal lives? What do you mean?
今後、この世界から魔王の力を狙って、君たちに干渉する者は現れない。
Well, yeah, it'd be really awkward if there were still people trying to go after Diablo at the end of the round.
なぜなら、私が阻止するから。二つの世界がつながるのを防ぐから。
You'll keep them? You're using Diablo's mana for that?
うん。
Can you really do that? I know that Diablo's mana is strong, but it can't be that powerful alone, right?
あと、ビズって存在を、すべてマナとして使えば、可能だと思ってるよ。
Wait, what do you mean by...
ああ、心配はいらないよ。アマネには影響はない。
No, I mean, I'm worried about her. I'm worried about her, but you... Does that mean you'll disappear?
ここにいる私は、あくまでただの残滓だよ。それにね、嬉しかったんだ。とっても、さっきのシュティという少女の姿が、とても嬉しかった。アリオンが望んでいたのは、彼女の姿だったんだ。
The words I heard in my dream flash in my mind.
争いが長く続けば、いろんなものが失われていく。 目に見える物資とかもそうだし、心の余裕とかもだ。もしかするとこんな風に長く続く争いがなければ、もっと寛容な世界だったかもしれない。吸血鬼が生きていくための血だって、みんなが無償で提供し合うとかさ。
アリオンが描いた理想の世界にはまだまだ遠いかもしれない。でも芽はちゃんと育ちつつある。ここから見える景色は同じかもしれないけど、そこに住む人々には変化があるんだ。でもね、その芽がもっと育つためには、魔王アリオンやヴィズって存在は邪魔になるんだよ。それに、記憶を見た君たちならわかるでしょ？私もアリオンも、自分たちのせいでこれ以上の問題が起きることを決して望まない。むしろ、一日でも早く歴史の中に埋もれることを願ってる。だからこれでいいんだ。
Well, they clearly don't. They clearly haven't forgotten yet.
この世界に育ちつつある芽を守る。これこそが、私がこの世界でやり残したこと。私がすべきことなんだ。ありがとう。感謝しているよ。君にも、アマネにも。
Viz's one regret is that she doesn't get a hate scene with Riku. Only Amane gets the hate scenes.
君たちのおかげで、私とアリオンのやったことにも意味があると知ることができた。
No, but I...
いいんだよ、本当に。さてと。それじゃあ返すとしようか。
Wait, are you sure about this? Oh, Viz starts using her magic before I can even try to stop her. A rift opens before my very eyes and the darkness from before swallows me up again. I float in the darkness, unable to tell up from down. Now that's what Amane was feeling. But this time I'm not alone. Amane is right next to me, and...
ありがとう。二人とも。フィズ。
Huh? Amane and Viz? There's a threesome opportunity here that we won't get to... We'll never get to experience.
言ったよね。元の生活に戻れるって。これからは前世帰りに悩まされることもないよ。それは、でも、これが私のすべきこと。言うなれば、生まれ変わった意味だと思う。だからいいんだ。気にしなくても。むしろ、本当に嬉しいんだ。シュティのような少女がいてくれたことが。だから、幸せになりなよ。二人とも。私は応援してるから。ありがとう、ビス。さっき助けてもらったことだけじゃなくて、こうしてお兄の隣にいられるのも、ビスのおかげだから。
Thanks, Viz.
あ、そうそう。あの魔族のお姫様に関してはちゃんと通すから、安心するように言っておいて。
A ray of light breaks through the darkness. In seconds, it envelops both me and Amane. Oh,
リク。
they're back in the class. They're back in the classroom, apparently.
アマネちゃん。よかった。お二人とも無事だったんですね。
So, like, how much time has passed?
すぐに助けに行くことができなくて、ごめんなさい。
No, I imagine you have your reasons. And it worked out well in the end, so yeah.
ウィズのおかげで、ね。ウィズの？
それって、あまねちゃんの前世の？詳しい話は後にしませんか？まずは、この騒動を収めてしまわないと。騒動を目撃した学生や、教室に赴こうとした先生をごまかしてはいますが、いつ騒ぎが広がるかわかりません。
You've been doing that this whole time? What?
そうね。そうしましょう。
さてと、私がすべきことなんて言ってみたものの、一人でできるかな。いや、なんとかやるしかないんだけど。
一人じゃない。
Oh, who would have guessed that Diablo would also be here?
そもそもこれは俺が始めたことなんだから。お前一人に押し付けたりしないさ。一緒に背負っていくんだろ。
そっか。そうだったね。ありよ。天使創造リブート。
Well, she can't use that. She can't use that costume anymore. After that, life goes back to normal, as if nothing ever happened. It's so mundane it almost feels like that little world-traveling incident never happened at all. Thanks to Kagi and Oreo's efforts, the whole incident was swept under the rug at school. Classes resumed as usual afterward. It all went so perfectly, in fact, that the 5 of us skipping class after that was more conspicuous. In the end, I decided to go home and rest. Both Amane and I consumed a lot of mana. Well, you were kind of drained of it by force. Amane was the one who actually used a lot of mana. Kaguya needed to go back to the other. Kaguya needed to go back to the other world to check what happened after the incident and try to cover it up if necessary. We'll probably know more about that about what happened as soon as she and Oria come back. Actually, I wonder if she was able to get back to her world safely. Viz did say that she'd leave the way open for Kaguya. Well, we haven't heard any news, so I guess that means that they made it there. That doesn't mean it. They could be dead and you don't know because they haven't told you anything. It's no use thinking about it. I'll just sleep and hope for the best. I drop like a fly on my bed and sleep soundly for the whole night. The amount of mana I lost today must have been really immense. Kogi and Oria came back that weekend.